Hey everyone, my name's James, and on this episode of Music Biz, we're going to talk about the 3 things every artist should do before the end of the year. We are just a few weeks away from the end of 2019, but since these videos live online forever, let's just say that this goes for every year now and into the future. Now, I don't know about you, but I've barely been able to keep up with myself this year. There's been so much happening all the time, and just staying in the present and focusing on what is immediately in front of me has been a task unto itself. Thinking about what I've already done and what I need to do, that's a whole nother story that I'm honestly failing to keep up with. But as we near the end of the year, I'm starting to think about those things a lot more, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So first and foremost, before we head to the end of the year, take a moment and think about the things that you've done. Yes, we need to pat ourselves on the back. Now, this isn't about ego, and this isn't about crossing something off the list that maybe you've been hoping to get done. It's about celebrating yourself for seeing it through. There are so many people in the music business who never take a moment to appreciate what they've done, and because of that, they live their lives feeling like they're missing out, feeling like they're being overlooked. But when you step back and you really take into account whatever it is you've done this year, I think you'll be pretty impressed with yourself. Maybe you wrote and recorded your first release or your third release. Maybe you went on tour. Maybe you played a show. Maybe all you did was that you worked on some songs that you're really proud of. And if that's the case, then go ahead and congratulate yourself. Take it in. You were a person who at one point had nothing more than a dream, and now you're doing it. To one level or another, one amount of success or another, you're living your dream. And that's great. Celebrate it. Next, once you've taken into account all it is that you've done, it's time to say thank you to people. Whether that be sending a message to all of your fans or making a video that you share across all your social media or actually physically sending out thank you cards or holiday cards, this is a good time of year to give back to the people who have made it possible for you to chase your dreams. So before Christmas rolls around or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you celebrate at the end of the year, take a few moments and say thank you. If you can give people gifts or send them cards, that's wonderful. But at the very least, make some phone calls, post some stuff online, send some emails. Be personal, be specific, and give thanks. People love to hear that. It makes them feel good. And who knows, maybe people will thank you for the things that you've done. Third, let's start thinking about 2020. Now, as I make this video, we still have over a month to go before the year ends. But as you look towards what's happening next, this would be a good time to make a to-do list. Now, don't overwhelm yourself. If you only have a few songs right now, don't tell yourself that you're going to release 2 albums next year. Or if you only played 5 shows in 2019, try not to plan on booking a 30-date tour in 2020. Hopefully those things happen. Hopefully you get there, but try to keep things within your reach, at least to start. Make a list of 3 high-level things that you want to accomplish next year. For example, releasing an album, playing a week's worth of shows, and growing your fan base by 1,000 people. That would be a really good, very achievable goal to have. And after you do that, start breaking them down into checkpoints for yourself. Maybe by the end of January, you want 50 new fans, you want to have 1 more song written, and you want to have booked at least 2 shows. And by the end of February, that number is 150 new fans and 3 shows, and so on and so forth. Make goals, set checkpoints, and get yourself positioned for success in the new year. Okay, I know I said that we were only going to go over 3 things, but I have one more, so stick it out with me. Before you do anything, ask yourself, am I having fun? Is this what I want to be doing? Because your success in music is directly tied to your personal happiness. And if you aren't a fan of what you're doing, or if you're not over the moon with what you've been creating, there's no way that you can expect your fans to feel any differently than how you feel. You have to love this. You have to be all in, dedicated, and above all else, you have to be happy with the things you're creating. Because at the end of the day, fans aside, industry aside, all of the everything tossed aside, if you're not pleased with what you're doing and the path that you are on, you have the ability to change it, and you should. But if you are happy, if you're doing everything that you want to be doing, and maybe you're not doing it to the amount you are, maybe you're not playing to as many people as you want, or reaching as many people as you want with your social posts, that's fine. Who cares? If you're happy with what you're doing, keep doing it. Keep your head up, stay focused, and keep going. And if I could just ask one more thing of you, it would be that you take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Music Biz has grown in leaps and bounds since we launched earlier this year. And one of my goals for next year is to break 1,000 followers. But right now, we're trying to break 400, and we are so close. So please take a few moments and click the subscribe button down below. Or if you're watching this on a blog or a website, head over to YouTube and find us. Our channel is called Music Biz, and we would love to have you. And if you do that, I'll be so happy. But if you don't, I completely understand. It's not for everybody. But at the very least, I do ask that you take care of yourself, because you deserve it.